My name is James Niehaus. I'm the instructor for precision machining at the Southern Indiana Career and Technical Center. I've been teaching for the school corporation 22 years, and I worked in industry for 20 years before I became a teacher. I tell you that because I want you to understand I not only teach education, but I also teach industry-based theories. Along with that, our classes are typically 2 years long. You come in as a junior and you take that for 1 year, and then your senior year is the second year of the advanced class, and you then leave and pursue your career. Your career could be many things, from going to college, going straight to work, or a hybrid such as go to work and take classes on a part-time basis. While in this class, you will receive credits for college. We now are offering up to 9 credits through Ivy Tech for their precision machining program. You can also take a NIM certification test, which is a national certification testing facility, and that if you pass that test, you will then have a certificate that you can take anywhere in the world that states that you are qualified in certain areas of machining. A typical day in the machining class would be, we come into the classroom, we discuss the problems, both from yesterday or in general that a student is having trying to operate equipment. And then we also typically do some paperwork or book assignments. Typically our assignments have a lot to do with terminology. If you're going to operate any kind of equipment, you would be expected to know the names of the particular parts or the levers and the operating procedures of each piece of equipment. Another thing that we study is what is precision machining. Precision machining is a manufacturing-based curriculum, meaning you can imagine anything that's made, such as a car, that is manufactured, and all the specific machines and tools it takes to make that car are typically made by people with skill sets in precision machining. The clothes you wear, the glasses you have on are all produced, so there are machines there as well. We also extend into things of healthcare. You can only imagine all the special tools they use. And machine shop people even make prosthetic limbs. So from our classroom, where we're standing right now in, we head out into our lab to do our projects. So as a beginning student in our class, you will operate machines that I call our manual machines. That means they are not assisted with a computer. These machines are throughout our shop, and they are broken down into 2 basic areas, rounds and squares. And meaning the items that we are going to produce will be round or square that come off of those machines. So the machines to my right are vertical milling machines, and these machines are one of the very first machines a student will operate, and we will have to test on safety to make sure you're safe. We do not want students getting hurt. And then also the proper operation procedures. What would we do with this machine safely? These machines come with lots of options on them, one of which are the area in which they are digitally displayed, which is something somewhat on the newer theory. So all movements are translated into digital movement. You then have to learn all the meaning of what all these levers do to produce parts. Okay? And in a little bit, we'll talk about some of the parts that we produce. So we have over 50 pieces of powerized equipment here, and all are very expensive. So we move from the square things to the round things. And the round things are called lathes.
Maybe you've heard of a wood lathe. They make round wood objects. These are designed more to make round metal objects. They too have digital displays, and there's many accessories and operations that you can do on these lathes. So students also have to learn to work together in teams to help learn how to operate these pieces of equipment. We do bring in a material from outside. We have a fork truck and a garage door, so students will be expected to learn how to operate a fork truck safely, how to unload material off of a truck that delivers it, bring it into the school, and then start to process that material for the specific needs that's going to happen to that. After a student masters the manual machining area, we start to move to the computerized machining world. So we have a vertical milling machine that now has a computer control on it. This computer control is being programmed by the student. We have a program that's been written here, and we're going to actually run this program, and this program is designed to make a part smaller for a specific need. So we're seeing the path of the cutter, which is represented with the round area there, and it's going to follow the path. We have our digital readout display, just like the other machine does, just in a different manner. So a student is taught how to make this program and many, many other programs on our computerized machinery. This is the introductory part of our computerized machinery. Once a student gets trained on our introductory area, we go to things a little more advanced. And they are located in another area of our lab. And we have here a 3-axis milling machine, meaning it will move in all 3 axes, X, Y, and Z. And we have a plate set up that has a design on it that a student created. And that is all written in specific computer code, which is on the computer screen. And as the machine goes through the process, in the very beginning, we have to debug the program, meaning we write the program and there will be mistakes, and we have to learn what those mistakes are. It is also can be operated differently by the operator, so the student learns how to alter the program while it's in operation, or do we need to completely change the program while it's not in operation. So this item will make a square part or a rectangular part. We have 3 of these machines. They're all name brand of Haas. That is the same company that supports auto racing, and they are also very supportive of education. Another item that can be made on these type machines, we did not make this, but another shop did, and this is an airplane propeller. It's actually off of a World War II airplane, and I was given this by an industry partner, and this is very interesting to discuss. How would you have made that in World War II versus today? This too is a Haas lathe, and this machine makes round objects. And here are 2 examples of objects that were made on this machine. One is a candlestick holder, made with specific designs and shapes in mind. And the other is a miniature mag wheel for a car or a truck, but we made it small because we have capacities on the machines of what they can handle. We make many, many things in this class, and it's not all made out of metal. Precision machining can be made make things out of wood or plastic, but we typically lean towards metal. The last thing I'd like to highlight is we do some automotive machining as well. So here are a set of heads off of a Dodge truck, and we are doing some work to those. So hopefully the truck will become running after we get done with our procedures that need to be done to them. In conclusion, if you take this class, you can do a lot of things, one of which you can serve an internship. An internship is served the second semester of the senior year, and you can actually go out and work instead of come to class. And the big advantage to that is not only the student gets to make money because the employer pays them, but you can find out how much you really like doing this type of work and what is expected of you if you go into that line of work. It also could set up your career, meaning if you go work at a specific company, that company may choose to help pay for your schooling after high school, or if you're one of the students that don't want to go to school after high school, maybe you'll just go work there and they'll train you while you're working, and you can be a very productive employee for them. Skilled trades right now, the demand is extremely high. So finding a job is pretty easy right now. And you can also make some really good money. Most of my students serve internships that pay $10 to $15 an hour. And top wage in the tri-state area is at least $30 an hour or higher after you have learned the basics of this specific trade.